Hi everyone, Abdel here from Success Generator. I hope you guys are doing great. Today, we'll be talking about having an onboarding process in your coaching or consulting business. All right, so having an onboarding process is a very simple step to do, but it's also going to give huge benefits to your business. And today, we'll be speaking or talking about what is an onboarding process, what makes a great onboarding process, and how to implement an onboarding process in your business. So we're going to talk all about this today, so make sure you stick till the end. Let's start by speaking about what is an onboarding process. What is onboarding? It is the process that comes just after having a client sign up for a program or a contract. This process can take a few hours to a few days depending on the program they have just signed up for, right? For example, signing up for a one-on-one coaching program requires a different onboarding process than just buying a regular course. Even if it's like a high-ticket course, right? The onboarding process is going to be different. The more you are involved in the work or in the program, the more details you need to provide to your clients, right? And the more details they need to be aware of, all right? So next up, we're gonna see what makes a great or what makes an onboarding process important first. Now, onboarding process is a great way to reinforce the client's decision. A lot of people, when they join any kind of program, specifically high-ticket programs, they still have some kind of hesitation or they are reluctant, all right? And you wanna reinforce their decision. That you want to tell them, hey, you just made the right decision. Not specifically just telling them that they made the right decision, but through your communication, through following up with them. You want them to tell themselves that they just made the right decision, all right? The second thing is that clients don't feel abandoned or scammed. And this is very, very important. And I see a lot of coaches actually do this. They follow up with the client consistently before they join the program. They answer every bit of question they have. They actually follow up with them pretty quickly. But when the client pays or joins the program, they actually abandon them and they leave them to themselves without any kind of communication. And this where the client is going to feel that they have just been scammed, even though you might not be a scammer or someone who just a fraud, but people actually will feel this way, and that's why you're gonna have some people who are gonna ask for refunds just a few days after making the payment because they have too much stress that you did not do anything about it to actually calm them down or reassure their decision. All right, this is very important. If you want to avoid those those situations, you want to have an onboarding process in place. Now, the next thing is that a better customer experience through quick rapport building. That's what an onboarding process is going to do for you, right? People are going to feel more, supported, and they're just going to have a pleasant time when joining your program, and not going to actually be like a stressful experience for them. And also, an onboarding process helps set up the right expectations. This is very important. So you want to make sure that the client understands exactly what the program is, what's going to happen, how many sessions there will be in a program, how long those sessions are going to be, and I know what kind of communication channel are you using, how or what kind of support they can be expect from you, and stuff like that. The next thing is that onboarding process helps avoid refunds and chargebacks, and this is what I was talking about. If you want to minimize your risks of having refunds and chargebacks from your clients, you should have an onboarding process. You should give them as much information as they need or they ask for, because as I said, a lot of people who join like coaching programs or any kind of high-ticket consultant, they're going to be reluctant, right? They're going to have some questions. They want to feel that they have just made the right decision. And if you have that in place, you're not going to get as many refunds, or not at all right? Refunds going to happen, all right? But they are very, very rare when you have a solid onboarding process and you give off like a solid business vibe, right? Not just like some kind of a lone scammer in the internet trying to get people's money, right? And the next or last thing, which is helps build a solid reputation, all right? People, when they have a great experience within your program, they're going to talk about your program. They're going to talk about how great it is to be part of your program, and they're also going to recommend and refer other people to you, all right? This is very important. Next up, we're going to talk about what makes a great onboarding process, all right? Not all onboarding processes or onboarding phases are built the same. So there are bad ones and there are great ones. And today we're going to talk about what makes a great onboarding process. Now, a great onboarding process is the one that triggers or is triggered just after the contract is signed. It is not something that you would expect to start 1 week after the contract is signed, all right? I mean, there are exceptions to it, but most online programs or coaching programs, people need to have a quick follow-up, right? So your onboarding process should be triggered automatically if that's possible, and I'm going to show you how to do that just after the contract is signed, or alternatively, just after the payment has been made, all right? The second thing is that great onboarding process is spread out into an adequate timeline. Do not send people 10, 15 emails a day and expect from them to actually follow up and do the tasks that you asked for them and like memorize everything that you just said in your emails. That is too much and too confusing. And that is going to just make the process a lot worse. So what you want to do is you want to spread out your communication into something that makes sense to you and to them, all right? If you have, like, for say, 5 emails or 3 emails, make them like 1 day apart, all right? And your onboarding process should not exceed 1 week, except if your industry or the kind of program that you do requires a lot more preparation. But 1 week is a great to onboard people, to give them every information they need, to set the right expectations and stuff like that, all right? The next thing that makes a great onboarding process is that it helps you get necessary info about the client's needs, their situation, in order to provide quality work, all right? So you would need some kind of a questionnaire that is going to be sent out to your client. I sent one. It's called the KYC questionnaire, Know Your Client questionnaire, where I ask them a lot of information about themselves, their business, their services, their offers, and that would give me a lot more info, all right? And also give them time to think about the answers and not just give me straight, fast or quick answers as they would have done in a call, all right? So they can type their answers, and that would give me a lot more information about their business. This is very important. You should have a KYC questionnaire in your business. Now, the next thing is that it sets the right expectations from the start. This is also very important. You should give your client the things that they should expect from you, all right, and what you should expect for them. As I said, would there be any kind of recurring fee? You should also mention that. How many sessions they can expect to work with you per month, how long those sessions are, can they expect some kind of any support? So you would avoid those kind of statements that I did not, or this is not what I was signing up for, or I did not, this is how it's going to be. So in order to avoid all of those situations, set clear expectations from the start. This is very important, right? The next thing is that it provides clear orientation and supports most of the client concerns. We've talked about this before. And also it sets clear rules and responsibilities of both parties. This is also important. You should clearly state what they can expect from you in terms of presence, in terms of support, and what you can expect for them in terms of discipline, in terms of following up with the tasks, in terms of being also on time. For example, something that I said with my clients is that, for example, if they need to reschedule a session, they need to do that 48 hours prior to the session, unless there is an emergency, all right, which is rarely the case. If they do not let's say they miss a session without prior warning, that session is not going to be rescheduled. It's going to be counted as a delivered work. And if they do that a second time, they're just going to be fired, and they will not have any right to a refund. All right, you should set clear expectation from the start. Although you will rarely have to fire any client, but this is a great way to have them think that this is serious and they need to be disciplined. All right, and the last thing is that it is easy to follow and not too cluttered or complicated. Right, your onboarding process should be easy, should be straightforward, and should not be confusing to your clients. The last thing we're gonna see is an onboarding process map. This is the onboarding process that I personally use with one of my programs. All right, the program is the one that I use with new coaches, which helps them get everything they need to just start coaching on the spot. So we give them contracts, we give them coaching programs, we give them a marketing strategy and a complete done for them marketing funnel. So they basically get a coaching business in a box. All right, they don't have to do any kind of work, and we provide them like all the package done for them. So if you're interested in that, you can find links in the description. Now, this is the exact process that I actually use with my clients, and it's a very easy one, not too complicated, with just a few steps. And this it actually spread out into 1 week. All right, we only need 1 week to onboard our clients, and from like the second week or the first week after the onboarding, we start working with them. So the onboarding process starts from the sales call, where we have a sales call with other clients. We actually assess their needs, the situation, if they are a good fit for the program. If they are a good fit for the program, they're ready to join. What we do is we prepare a contract. All right, sometimes we send the contract on the call. All right, and the contract is going to be sent also alongside an invoice. All right, and sometime we take like a 1 hour or two, and we prepare a contract for them. If they need like something, any kind of a specific thing that needs to be mentioned in the contract, we're actually gonna send them a contract where we add that relevant information, and that is also going to be sent with a Stripe invoice. All right, so for the contract, I use a platform called EverSign. It's a very useful platform. I used it for many years now, and it's legally binding, so you can use this contract in any other legal situation. It's 100% legal, and it's easy to use. You can add your contracts, you can add your templates. You can drag and drop fields that you want your clients to fill out, and your signatures. You can save your signatures, and you can send your client the contract. Then you will be notified when your client has signed your contract. And also, you can hook this platform with other automation tools like Zapier, and everyone also uses Stripe. Stripe is a free payment processor. It's not really free. You get charged like a small fee when you get paid, but there is no monthly fee to use Stripe. So it's great to get paid for your programs. I don't use PayPal. There is PayPal, but PayPal is like hasn't been really a good thing or had a reputation for businesses like coaching businesses or consulting businesses. But you can give it a try if you want. All right. So we're going to send the contract on the same day or immediately. It's going to be a Stripe invoice going to be sent to the client. Once the Stripe invoice is paid, what's going to happen is we have Stripe hooked with Zapier. So once the invoice is it's paid, they're going to receive an onboarding email. All right. This onboarding email includes a congratulations note and a thank you note, and it includes also relevant information that we want them to read, and any kind of task that we want them to do. Here we have two small tasks. The first task is to watch the video, right? And the second task is to fill out what we call a KYC questionnaire that I've talked about just in a few at the beginning of the video, right? So that KYC is very important. So we just want them to watch the video, all right, and fill out that questionnaire. And after 1 day, we're going to send them another email, all right, and this includes also some kind of other information and next steps that we need them to do. And also a reminder sometimes if they did not fill out the questionnaire. So we want them to fill out the questionnaire, and we do specify in our contract that the work only starts when you answer the questionnaire that is going to be sent to you after you make the payments. All right. And in this email also we prompt them to book an onboarding call. This is very important because we're going to discuss the information of the questionnaire that they have, or the information about their answers. We're going to discuss that during the call, and after the call, all right, we're going to add them to our Slack channel where we're going to handle all the communication, send them the work that we've done for them and everything that is related to delivering the work. And as you can see, there is a timeline here. So the onboarding call needs to be done on the same week, all right? And just after the call, we're going to add them, or during the call, we're going to add them to the Slack workspace, all right? So as you can see, this is exactly what I use on my program when I work with coaches or any other clients. And this is very easy. It's simple to set up, all right? You can use it on your or in your business when you onboard new clients. And although it is very simple, it's going to do a huge benefit to your business in terms of keeping up your clients, keeping them happy, keeping them reassured, building a good relationship with them, and just like have a solid reputation for your business and appear as someone that is serious and someone who actually takes their clients seriously and not for granted. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video about the onboarding process. If you have any questions, please ask them below, and I'll try to give you quick answers about if you need any question about any tool or any template, just ask them below and I'll do my best to share that with you. All right, so if you enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up, and give it also a subscribe to the channel. That would mean a lot, and catch you guys on the next one. Bye bye.